initial claims for unemployment insurance than any time in recorded history since President Biden took office.
So today, as you all saw just an hour or so ago, President Obama announced that, President Obama announced that, President Biden. Whoa! That is news.
As President Biden has got significant limitations on his memory, then who is helping him run the country?
The President of the United States runs the country. The Commander-in-Chief runs the country.
How can he be trusted with the nuclear codes if, I get that you're saying that nobody in the building would say that he's got an issue with his memory, but just a little part of what we get to see, he's made mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake on camera this week.
People would ask me, knowing what you know now, do you wish like you had a third term? And I used to say, you know what, if I could make an arrangement, I had a stand-in, a front man or front woman, and they had an earpiece in, and I was just in my basement in my sweats looking through the stuff, and then I could sort of deliver the lines, but somebody else was doing all the talking and ceremony. Wow. I'd be fine with that.
So folks, you want to nominate a Democrat, a lifelong Democrat, a proud Democrat, an Biden-Obama Democrat,
Weeks, fewer Americans filed initial.
God is great.
Is it that simple?
God is great. Don't get no simpler than that, bro. God is great.
Is it that simple?
God is great. Don't get no simpler than that, bro. God is great.
Oh man, that is cool. Wow, y'all.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't have.
Gentlemen, yield for questions. Yes, I will. Gentlemen, yield for questions.
Representative Leach, are you aware that my grandfather was an assistant attorney general for the state of Texas?
No. Congratulations.
Are you aware that he represented Texas in front of the United States Supreme Court 9 times?
No. Are you aware that my dad worked for Oscar Mayer for 25 years and drove the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile?
See what I found in my fanny pack? I can't let anybody else see. It's a little bit of love to get you going through the week. Do you think I was gonna flip you off or something?
And then you have those who are asking for reparations for colonialism, and they're wondering, $100 billion, $24 billion here and there, $500 million there. some people want to be paid back, and members of the public are wondering, why are we suffering when you are, you have all of this vast wealth? Those are legitimate concerns.
Well, I think you're right about reparations in terms of if people want it, though, what they need to do is you always need to go back to the beginning of a supply chain. Where was the beginning of the supply chain? That was in Africa. And when across the entire world, when slavery was taking place, which was the first nation in the world that abolished slavery? The first nation in the world to abolish it. It was started by William Wilberforce, was the British. In Great Britain, they abolished slavery. 2,000 naval men died on the high seas trying to stop slavery. Why? Because the African kings were rounding up their own people. They had them on cages waiting in the beaches. No one was running into Africa to get them. And I think you're totally right. If reparations need to be paid, we need to go right back to the beginning of that supply chain and say who was rounding up their own people and having them handcuffed in cages. Absolutely. That's where they should start. And maybe, I don't know, the descendants of those families where they died in the high seas trying to stop the slavery, that those families should receive something too, I think, at the same time.
It's gonna be okay, girl. Because this too shall pass. You know, it might pass like a turd hung crossways when you've not had enough fiber. It might hurt a little bit. Why do they feel like they're spiky? It's gonna pass, and we're gonna be okay. It's good.
One thing I wish I would have seen before I ordered the sluice pool is somebody actually laying in at my size. I'm 5'9", 240 pounds, and just a wide, big body, and the large is cool and all, but whenever I lay all the way down, my feet are not even in the pool, which is why I went back and ordered the extra large, because this one right here is big enough that I can lay all the way out comfortably. Even the pillow is bigger on this one, and I absolutely love it because I have a big old back, and I can lean all the way across this, and it supports me perfectly fine, where I could be on my phone, read a book, or even eat a snack, and this is gonna be fantastic because I got 2 cup holders here. I'm gonna leave the link in this video for the large and the extra large and all of the designs that are available in both.
Pride Month is, of course, that time of year when corporations get together and financially exploit the decades-long struggle of gay people for acceptance and equality. Hey, remember when you were fired from that bank job after you were outed? Well, Burger King does. With a burger that has 2 bottom buns. Yeah. That's not a funny make-em-up. Scarred by conversion therapy, Skittles is releasing a colorless version of Skittles. Apparently not wanting to confuse gay people with competing rainbows. Yeah.
Wow.
And then there's this ad showing a family overcoming a father's deep conservative values. And as you watch it, try and guess exactly what it is they're selling.
Mom, this is Amy.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Hey, Dad.
All over your face.
You're the cutest little baby.
Here you go. Happy birthday.
Is that your dad? What is he doing?
Did I do it right? I love you. You like it?
I love it.
What the f? Yeah, the next time you waste an enormous amount of paint to apologize to your daughter for making her and her girlfriend walk on eggshells all weekend. Not even saying anything, just standing there with your little glowering beard face in the shadows. You just paint the face and give her an Oreo?
I think it's about time for me to relax with a Saturday night slimmy. Just really nice to take the edge off.
sawed-off shotguns. This bill legalizes.
Walking over here to the Capitol and I give myself a pep talk. I talk to myself. I say, Kennedy, today you're going to follow Jesus. And by 10 o'clock, I still want to follow Jesus, but I also want to slap the hell out of somebody. Walking over here to the Capitol.